Yo, what's up, guys? Rob with the Dodger Downlow. So today we got the big decision. Who's it going to be? We always knew it would come down to two options to start for our opening day. Either option will be a great choice between Buehler or Kershaw. We obviously know those are the two choices at this point. So, at this point, let me know what you guys think below in the comments. I'd like to see what your guys' opinion is on this. Tag one of your Dodger friends as well. Let's get a vote going. Also, we'll just continue that conversation. Talk starting pitching. Our first four in our rotation has really lived up to that stable of aces talk. And that fifth spot is still, I think, open for grabs. Wood really does have a lead on it, but at the end of the day, I think our opening day five-man rotation might be a little different than our end-of-the-year five-man rotation, so I'm excited to see what that pans out to be. And then also we'll finish it up with a surprise prospect. Really been turning heads this spring training. He's a former top prospect, so I'm really excited to actually dig into that as well. So tune in, guys. Crack open a beer.
And now it's time for
Dodger Downlow. So with Dave Roberts' big decision coming out today, like I said, it really comes down to Kershaw or Buehler. I earlier did a piece talking about that. I think at this point it was a transition of the guard, going from Kershaw to Buehler. But the more I get into spring training, the more the news comes out that Kershaw spent offseason with Driveline Baseball, the more I'm actually excited to see that it's actually going to be Kershaw that's named the opening day starter. For me, Team Kershaw is the way to go at this point. But digging into that starting rotation, if we were to go Kershaw on the opening day, then you got Buehler, Price, and Urias finishing up that four-man rotation with that fifth man we'll get right to in just a second. So with Kershaw, so far spring training, they've all pitched 2 games, but Kershaw's gone 4 2/3. 2 hits, 2 walks, so 4 total base runners so far, but 8 strikeouts. So that offseason work with Driveline Baseball really has paid off so far from what I've seen. He's sitting 92 to 93 with that fastball. That slider's really playing up as well. So really nice to see Kershaw back to being Kershaw. He said it himself that he's been healthy this offseason, so it's really nice to see that from him. But also as well, we also got a pissed off and motivated Kershaw, so I think having him at the number 1 of the rotation is the way to go, because then you can follow it up with Buehler, the right-hander between all the lefties, mid to high 90s cheese. So far 4 1/3, 3 hits, 2 walks, 5 total base runners there, only 4 strikeouts so far, but with mid to high 90s cheese, you can survive anywhere on the plate. So, really excited to see what he's got. Also, I've been predicting that I think this is going to be his Cy Young year. I think he's going to have about a 2.4 to a 2.5 ERA this year, so really dethroning Jacob deGrom this year. So really excited to see that in 2020, hopefully. And then Price so far has lived up to what I've thought. Off-season surgery to remove a cyst, been healthy all off-season as well. He's also now with the Dodgers, so our analytics department is really kind of helping him get his pitches right and aligned. So far, 4 1/3, 3 hits, 3 walks as well, but 10 strikeouts so far. So, honestly, the fastball's coming out great. The changeup's playing well off of that as well, but that cutter so far has been the most impressive. It's been nasty all spring training so far. So really excited to see what he's got for us this year. And then Urias had a better game today. His first spring training game was a little rough. Today was a lot better, really good bounce back game. Outside of him, unfortunately, hitting one of his friends in Willie Calhoun, other than that, he was able to kind of bounce back. So far in spring training, 3 2/3, 2 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. But for him, the phenom's ready. He's ready to be unleashed, and I'm excited to see what he's got for us in 2020. Now, the fifth spot, I think, is going to go to Wood. I think he has a lead on that fifth spot when he signed in the offseason. But I think our opening day five-man rotation is going to be different than our end-of-the-year five-man rotation. So, honestly, I think we're going to open it up with Wood. But I think Gonsolin, Stripling, May, any one of those guys can have that fifth spot by the end of the year. We got plenty of options to choose from. Also, not even including any type of mid-season deals that we might make as well. Now that surprise prospect I was talking about, is none other than Dennis Santana. Now, he's been turning heads all spring training. This is a guy that once was a former top prospect. He had a rough year last year with injury and just performance kind of because of that injury. But, this is a guy that's got a mid-90s fastball, and a frisbee slider, and he's got other off-speed pitches that he's working on as well. But honestly, so far in spring training, he's really lived up to his former top prospect hype. He is a starting pitcher by trade. But honestly, I think he ends up in the pen if he does end up with us in the opening day roster, or if he finishes up the year with us on our roster, he's going to end up in the pen. I don't know if he's going to end up in that fifth spot, at least this year. But going forward, I think he's somebody to be extremely excited about, just because, he's a former top prospect. He's seen kind of rock bottom last year, so he's motivated at this point to be able to get back to where he was. And I think, honestly, we can see that hunger in him. So, I'm excited to see what he's got. So tune in, guys. Like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Team Kershaw, Team Buehler. Tag one of your Dodger friends as well. Let's get a vote going there as well. But share, follow, subscribe to Dodger Downlow. Always something going on daily. And until next time, guys, I'll see you on the Downlow.